Hi, this is Justin. I'm here at the Sony booth with Tameem and Mike, who are working on Heavenly Sword. Hi guys, how's it going?
It's going great.
Cool. So, okay. So, what can you tell us about this? We just saw this for the first time at the Sony press conference.
Oh, it's been in development for quite some time, and it's a game that we always designed to be a next generation game. And when we started 2-3 years ago, we said we want to make a game that you just cannot do on machines today. And everyone thought we were crazy, and nobody believed us when we showed the trailer last year that it was in game. And it's great to just finally prove that it's all running on the PS3.
We really wanted to create a game that was just all about completely over-the-top combat. You know, you've seen the kind of fluidity we've got in the characters today and the moves that they can carry out. It just looks awesome. It's truly next generation.
So is the game single player only, or is there going to be like multiplayer stuff?
This game is going to be single player. I mean, we have plans in the future for expanding the universe into multiplayer. It's a bit early to mention that, I guess. Whoops, I just did.
But when we do that, you know, we just want to make sure it's right at the time and that we can put the time and effort into making it the best multiplayer, you know, combat game that we can. But now we're focusing on making it the best single-player combat game.
So is the game story-driven? Can you tell us anything about the plot?
It's extremely story-driven. It's actually, the whole story is about Nariko, the main character, where she only has a few days to live. Because she's using a sword, the Heavenly Sword, which isn't meant to be used by a mortal. And by using it, it's sucking her life force. Now in the game, you've actually got to make sure you fight stylishly, because you can feed your life clock by playing stylishly. Extend your lifetime for enough time to take on the evil king and wipe him out. Actually, the king is played by Andy Serkis. I'm not sure that's only just been announced. Who plays Gollum in Lord of the Rings and Kong in King Kong.
But he's not only just acting as one of the characters in the game. Because he's the world authority in, you know, digital performance, he's working with the other actors in the game and also with the technology house, you know, to make sure that the performance you see is the best that it could possibly be.
So can you give us some examples of the kind of moves you're going to be doing when you're like fighting stylishly? I mean, what does that entail?
There's so many. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I'm still discovering things in the game we're doing. Part of that is because we've integrated physics into combat, and so every time you play it, it's, you know, you do different things. One time you might chuck some guy, do a cool counter, and he smashes into a table, gets extra damage. Another time you knock out a guy, and he knocks out 4 other guys that are standing behind him, and it's just really satisfying.
I think my favourite move's a move called Aerial Rodeo, where she knocks a guy high into the air, pulls herself up, and then actually rides him down into the ground.
The groin, the one we call groinage, the one where you pull the legs apart and put the sword right in between there. Yeah, that's a great one.
Any male that sees that particular attack, they all have the same reaction. You know, it just gets wave of, oh!
Wait till you see us, because one of the moves we're going to put in is where once you kill someone, you can pick them up, use them as human nunchuckers, take out loads of other guys with it. Nothing's too over the top.
So I think everything we've seen in the game so far has been in this arena. Are there going to be like a lot of different environments and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, the game is an adventure game, you know, something like Resident Evil or, you know, games like that. So this small arena is actually a very small part of a much larger level, and it extends from kind of really crazy boss fights, Kung Fu Hustle style, to battalion encounters where you've got hundreds and hundreds of people.
Can you tell us a bit more about the game's heroine?
Well, when we started to design the character, we really wanted to create a strong female heroine in the game. You know, somebody that you could really attach to and feel involved with her story. But you've just seen, you know, the combat that she can carry out. And if you look at her closely, she's just absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm kind of falling in love with her in a way. But, you know, you look at her, she's got long flowing hair, and that's something that we can only do on PlayStation 3. We actually use an amazing amount of, like, computational time to calculate where that hair is going to be. But on top of that, we also have things like her cloth and the flags in the background. We're really creating a world that's just gorgeous to look at. Everything moves constantly.
So yeah, I think after seeing the footage of this game from the Sony press conference, a lot of our readers have kind of been comparing it to God of War, stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
Let me say that. Well, It's a compliment. I mean, we did actually conceive of this game 3 years ago, and we made a pre-rendered trailer about 3 years ago. That is pretty much what you see now. I think it's more of a case of we're trying to solve the same kinds of problem. We're trying to create a cinematic action experience, and we've kind of arrived at similar solutions. But our game is not about platforming. It's not about puzzle solving. It's all about making you feel like you're in this epic martial arts style movie that's, you know, where everything's interactive and there's not an over-reliance on cutscenes.
So, yeah, just to wrap up, do you have any idea when we can expect to see Heavenly Sword?
At this point, all our PR people are going to jump and dive on us. But the thing we can say is launch window. It's not going to be another 2-3 years. It's not going to be on launch day, but it won't be that far after.
Yeah. We're really keen to get it out there so that people can get their hands on it and enjoy it.
That's great. Thanks, guys.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.